Did this start? Okay. So, last night was interesting. Well, recently I've been having eventful weekends. Quote unquote eventful. And yesterday was not a good eventful day or night. And because yesterday was not an eventful night, this morning I did not feel that all together. So this morning I kind of had a lot of waterworks, and until now I'll probably have more waterworks later, but I had to keep it cool for work tomorrow. Well, anyway, my friend, she's my closest friend. She is in New Mexico now. I know she was trying to help me, but usually I don't like it when people try to help, because I think they really try to help me. But maybe they should try and help me in a subtle way rather than being really direct, which she is trying to do, because she notices it too. And it did help me. It calmed me down. I think it goes both ways. So she doesn't realize it. I mean, she realized it and I realized it, that I should be more understanding, and she realized it too, that she should show more compassion, even though she has compassion. And yeah, I think that's the problem with me. I think with me and communicating with people, like I have, we just don't, we may have the same idea and approach, but I guess how I feel about the idea and approach is so much stronger that the other person, they're just like, too scary for me, I'm gonna back away now. But for example, so my friend and I, we were chatting on Facebook, because that's like the only communication realm we have, except for texting, but it's kind of like the same, because Facebook you type, and texting you type with your fingers on the phone. But yeah, basically, to make a long story short, I still don't feel like I have a life. I still feel like I'm in jail, and I don't think people understand. And if they do, they really have a funny way of showing it. So the reason why I'm doing this YouTube thing again is because my friend Laura, let's just say her name, it's easier. Laura says maybe I should document my experiences living with traumatic brain injury. Okay? So I'm sure you guys all know this, but at 2 I got hit by a car. I was brain damaged, what have you. I'm alive. It's a miracle. Voila. But there's complications with it for the outside world. Like, it's hard for me to get a job. That's why I did my master's, and that's why I went through grueling internships. It's hard to communicate with my parents because they're Korean natives, and I was born in America, but ever since my incident, I lost my Korean, my ability to like really speak fluently in different languages, and so it's hard to communicate with them. And also, my feelings, showing my feelings, and for them to understand my feelings. Because I had an incident, I feel like no one really understands, because if people will understand, they'll just let me do my thing, but that's not the case. So here I am today, and sorry, like after my incident, my right head, it goes like this originally, so I'm trying to like keep it straight while I'm looking at the camera, but I mean, it doesn't feel natural to me. What feels natural to me is like keeping it tilted to the right. So last night I came home. I would say I came home at a decent time considering it was the weekend. I'm 30. I feel like at that age, you should be allowed to have your own sense of freedom, which I don't feel. I am known not to be a liar in this family. And even though I make little white lies, I still put parts of the truth in it. And for me, that's okay. Maybe to other people, that's not okay. I'm sorry if I hurt you, what have you, but that's how it is. So I told my dad and my mom when I first starting to see this guy that I met him through school, and he studies computer science. He's an engineer now, which is true, but I didn't meet him through school. I actually told my mom the truth because, if I don't tell the truth, it's eating me alive. So I told my mom that, parts of it is true. I just lied about the school thing. I actually met him through OkCupid. And I guess my mom, trying to save everything, she told my dad yesterday, and when I came home last night, he kind of lectured me, saying that basically his concern, everyone's concern and worries, they drive me up the roof. Okay, maybe it will be like physically, but I mean, I'm not doing anything about it right now. I still have a little hope that I won't go old alone. When I grew up, my ultimate goal was to not go old alone, and to I'm sorry, into well, I was so happy to go on these adventures, these life adventures. And right now I feel like I can't, well, I always felt like I can't go through these life adventures. So maybe what I accepted before would be true, that I'm gonna go old and alone. And right, I told my dad that I feel overwhelmed recently, and then he's like, when I hear you saying that, I feel like what I hear is that you're full. And then he's like, you're not overwhelmed, I'm overwhelmed because my children, they disappoint me. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm disappointing you? So I should feel like this in order to not to disappoint you? That's great. That's great. And then Laura, I feel like Laura, I'm very glad for my friend because she's come a long way. So I'm glad for her, and I don't want to give myself credit, but I want to give myself credit. Sorry, I have to look out the window because I don't like to talk when people are here. Then they think I'm weird. But yeah. But Laura said you can't control your situations, but your reactions. Now, I told her, well, I felt like I was controlling my reactions, but there's a point where you can't control it anymore. And then she responded, this was really true, that maybe you felt like you were controlling your reactions, so you saw that it was not fair, so you were, hold on, let me get my phone. I like this quote actually. Let's see. Because when you scream to yourself about how unfair everything is, because you are controlling your reaction so well and no one is giving you credit, that can be considered as overreacting. So yes, I overreact a lot. Some people, I guess for work, they choose their work like based on like if they can come to a conclusion or not. I think Laura's and my work is abstract, but my work might be more abstract because it involves a lot of thinking, and there's no answer. There's no right or wrong answer to anything. And like math work that involves math, there's always a result to it. So with that kind of statement, like if you argue against it, then there's no point in getting into like a conclusion. So the argument is going to be ongoing. So, but I mean, I can agree with that statement. So that's where I'm at right now. I feel really upset. Yes, it involves a guy. I'm sorry. The situation involves a guy, but I mean, the guy just contributed to the fact that I feel this way, and I have been feeling this way for a very long time, like that. So basically, what the end result was, my dad trying to solve the problem, was to get one of my sisters or both of my sisters to meet this guy to see if he was worthy enough to become my friend, which is kind of hilarious to me because that goes to show you how people still treat me. And Lena, my sister, like, so originally she said she was really upset that I didn't tell her about this guy, and she had to go find out through a family situation at night. So I'm like, okay. So I called her up one time. I said I have to tell you something because this can't be a secret anymore. I'm really bad with secrets. It always blows up in the family, which it does. So I told her, and then I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, she's like basically the reason why. Oh yeah, basically the reason why people still treat you as young is because you always act that way. And I told her I've been always trying to prove to people that I would be okay because Annie, my other sister, said I should. So I've been doing that, but you can only keep on doing that for so long without having credit for it, and then you'll get tired. So that's where I'm at. I'm really tired right now, and I want to give up. Not like kill myself, but I don't think there's a point to my life right now at this current state. I mean, there are like little points, like there's work life. I see Matt, my coworker, all the time. He cheers me up. We talk, and I have my clients, which I have to go throughout the Bronx to see them, but they're cool. Like when I see like the happy smile, then that means I'm doing a good job, and I want to do a good job in their lives. And I guess my running. I have a Bronx 10 mile coming up, which is great, but I had to kind of train for it. It's like this coming Saturday. I'm not that scared. I can be more scared for the half marathon, which is in Staten Island. I never did that, but I have to do that in order to be qualified for the New York City half next year. So I'm pretty excited about that. So, and I just got a raise. Well, I didn't officially get a raise. I was indirectly talking to my supervisor before she was going to off for her vacation. So she told me I was going to get a raise, a $2,000 raise. Maybe it's like a couple $100 in my paycheck, but it still works. It'll help me with my mental health license. And right now, I'm attempting to finish all my notes so I could start new and fresh tomorrow for work. But that's my life right now, and I'm hoping this guy just threw me away because it'll make my life easier. So that is my current experiences, my present experiences of living with traumatic brain injury. Okay. Well, goodbye. Learn something. Oops, sorry.